What's up, YouTube? Right, ladies and gentlemen, so I was going through Instagram a few minutes ago and I checked my DMs and I got about 10 different people send me this link. Now, the link takes you to an Instagram page called Star Wars Hour, and they've got a mega amount of followers, and their latest post is what I'm going to be talking about today in this video. So it seems they've posted the entire plot for Star Wars Episode 9. They've given a bunch of credit to a bunch of different people. I actually don't know who they are, but apparently they're supposed to be like super accurate with this type of news, so yeah. Now, before I go ahead and read it, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say two things. Number one, no disrespect to anyone, but this could be genuine shite. I remember when The Last Jedi came out, I got sent something very similar, and yeah, it was like, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being literally nothing, and 10 being the entire plot, every single thread, it was a 2 out of 10. So, yeah, this could be shit. Number two, just in case this is genuine and 100% accurate, if you are super scared of spoilers, stop this video right now and just run, man. Just run. But if you're a nerd like me and you want to know every little juicy possible nugget of information,
let's check it out together.
So if you're still here, let's crack on. I'm going to start reading it in 3, 2, 1. During the opening of the movie, we will see a flashback of Luke Skywalker and Leia Organa training. Now, that to me doesn't sound accurate. So, I don't know, man. Flashbacks like that at the start of the movie, I'm not sure, man. I know from The Force Awakens, when Rey touches the lightsaber, J.J. Abrams added this wicked little montage scene, and it had, like, bits from the future, bits from the past. The flashback at the start of the movie it's plausible, so let's just keep going. Leia has decided to give up Jedi training due to her being pregnant. Now, I like that. So, first of all, I'm just going to go off that this is 100% accurate. So I'm going to say what I like and what I dislike. So we'll just roll with that. It's easier. I like that, though. If she was trained to be a Jedi, like her brother Luke, she's pregnant, she would stop. I like that. Jedi Paxis, I hope I'm saying that name right, he's basically the source for massive parts of this. He says that her and Luke engage in a lightsaber duel. So it's obviously training, but if Luke and Leia fight duel, I mean, that's pretty sick, man. So, but again, this, on the scale of plausibility, this, I'm not sure. Let's keep going. Picking up in the present day, Leia is training Rey. Now we're talking. General Organa has seemingly taken up the mantle of Jedi Mentor with Luke's passing. That is pretty sick. Now, we know what's going on with Carrie Fisher and Leia, and it is beyond a tragedy. It really is. I mean, just, I don't know what to say, man. I know that JJ said in a bunch of different interviews that there was footage not shown in The Force Awakens, so they've reused that footage. I think they've CGI'd her clothes to change it and stuff, but apparently there's going to be like no de-aging technology, there's going to be no replacement, no nothing like that. So massive love and respect to JJ for doing that. We catch up with Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Yes! Who is slaughtering people with the purpose of tracking down one of the film's MacGuffins, the Wayfinder. I have no idea what that is, but Kylo Ren slaughtering people, I like that. I like that a lot. The planet was described similarly to the planet we see Kylo slamming a guy in the teaser trailer. So yeah, if you've seen the teaser trailer, he like rock bottoms someone to the ground with a lightsaber. It looks like it's in like a forest, so that's what that is. Kylo Ren recovers the Wayfinder device from the Oracle and finds coordinates to a place within the unknown regions. Now we're talking. So let me just finish this page, but I'm getting excited now. The device was once owned by Darth Vader, so yeah, man, So it seems this Wayfinder device navigates the unknown charted bits of space, so if you know about Emperor Palpatine, one of his, like, contingency plans was if the Empire ever fell, one of those plans was to go into uncharted space, which apparently now he's mapped out with this device called the Wayfinder. I'm not too keen on the name, I'm not going to lie, but for the purpose of this, it's good enough. It might be different in the film, to be fair, if it's even real. Using the Wayfinder's coordinates, Kylo Ren reaches the unknown regions where he encounters Emperor Palpatine himself. Not just a ghost, but in the flesh. So that is interesting. I said in my Evil Ray theory that I personally think Palpatine's going to be like a spirit or some sort of Sith holocron. I don't think he's going to be flesh and blood, but if this is true, apparently he is. Let's keep going. Kylo and Palpatine engage in a conversation which centres on Ren bringing Rey to the Emperor with the goal of turning her to the dark side. So it seems like Palpatine is... He tried to turn Luke, he completely effed that up. Vader threw him down a hole, he exploded, and then the Death Star exploded. So I don't even know how he's alive, but we'll take this as a fact for now. Palpatine is extremely old, and it says in brackets, he should be 113 years old, decrepit and possibly on the verge of death. Palpatine wants both Rey and Kylo Ren to inherit his new empire. For the past 30 years, Palpatine has been creating a Death Star fleet. And it says in brackets, not the actual name. Thank God, because that's pretty bad. Which are Star Destroyers with Death Star tech. Now, that is something I want to see, man. In the official trailer, we get this massive red laser hitting the ground and it is just destroying everything, man. And we get that massive fleet of Star Destroyers. And if you pay close attention, they're the Empire Star Destroyers. And they're not the New Order ones. If you stop it, you can see, you'll see the difference. I think there was actually a comic ages ago. Obviously, it's not canon now. But they gave Star Destroyers like mini Death Star tech. So this is very plausible, man. Very, and it's pretty sick. These new Star Destroyers house the Sith Trooper army, so this is getting better. Finn and Poe Dameron return to the jungle planet. The duo has been in contact with an informant within the First Order who tells them that Kylo Ren has found the Wayfinder device. Can you imagine if it's Captain Phasma? Just, she survived again and now she's playing them off. That I haven't read this, but if it's Captain Phasma, I'm going to die. I might die on camera. Upon hearing the news, Leia sends Rey, Finn, Poe, Chewie and the droids to Pasaana. I think that's how you say it. Whatever. We don't even know if this is true. It don't matter. It's not that serious. Upon arriving on the planet, it is revealed that Leia's contact on that planet is Lando Calrissian, where Lando directs our heroes to a Sith artifact, which is a dagger with some writing C-3PO cannot decipher. Okay, there's a lot in that bit. Let's break it down. Lando being Leia's contact, I love that. I hope that's in the movie. That's perfect. Now, Sith daggers, I am not too sure about that. There's no Star Wars EU or anything like that where there's a Star Wars dagger. Sith dagger, sorry. Not to my knowledge anyway. But if there is, please someone let me know in the comment section because I can't think what it is. And I can kind of see now where this is going with the whole C-3PO and the stupid red eyes. So I'm not 100% happy with this Sith dagger, but I got full trust in JJ. If this is even real. During our hero's time on Pasaana, whatever, Kylo Ren initiates the Force bond he shares with Rey and locates our heroes and pursues them immediately. A lot of people didn't like The Last Jedi, but I thought the Force bond thing was pretty cool, man. If JJ uses that, I'm on board. Kylo and the Knights of Ren, finally! Kylo and the Knights of Ren eventually turn up and attack our heroes. The Resistance crew gets outnumbered and proceeds to escape the planet in an old ship, leaving behind the Millennium Falcon. Alright. Kylo Ren recovers it and takes it back to his Star Destroyer. Oh dear, Han would be very angry right now. Poe Dameron takes our heroes to, oh no, Kamiji to help C-3PO translate the writing on the Sith dagger. Here C-3PO is modified and is able to translate the artifact. I'm guessing that's when he gets his red eyes. So C-3PO is successful in translating the text, which informs our heroes of a second Wayfinder. There's two of them now, if they're even real. This time with it being that of Emperor Palpatine's and located on Endor. So I heard multiple rumours that a chunk of this film will be on Endor, and this is confirming it. So during the events of Kamiji, I need to stop saying these planets' names. I'm totally butchering them. Kylo Ren initiates another Force bond moment with Rey. Kylo antagonises Rey, trying to force her down the path of darkness. That I like. a lot. Kylo informs Rey he knows of the dagger and what it is used for. Kylo reveals to Rey that the dagger was used to kill her parents, but maintains her parents were nobodies. Alright, that's very interesting, man. I'm going to finish this page and I'm going to touch on a few things. Rey and Kylo fight through their Force bond with Rey on Kamiji and Kylo in his Star Destroyer. Kylo Ren keeps the fight going long enough to discover Rey's location and once again pursues her. There is a lot of things going on, man, and I've got like 2 more pages left, so this film better be long, man. As for the Force bond fight, duel, whatever you want to call it, that is pretty sick, man. We've seen in the official trailer Kylo Ren and Rey having multiple fights which look like they're all over the place. That would make sense if they're not actually really happening in real life. Once Kylo arrives, our heroes attempt to sneak on board and steal the Millennium Falcon. Kylo doesn't have it for long, it looks like. The recovery mission goes wrong and our heroes are captured by the First Order. General Hux is revealed to be the mole and helps our heroes escape Kylo Ren. If that's true, that's very good, man, because I love General Hux, right? He's very good in the first film. He's quite good in the second film, but he gets, like, proper slapped around and bullied by Kylo Ren. So if he was a mole, makes sense. During their fight, Kylo Ren reveals to Rey that whilst her parents are nobodies, her grandfather was not. What? Kylo Ren reveals that Rey is the granddaughter of none other than the Emperor. For the purpose of this video, like I've already said, we're going to go off that this is 100% true. I'm happy that she's connected to Palpatine. I think that is fantastic, and if that is true, I am 100% down with it. 100%. I just don't see how they're going to explain all this in enough time, but let's just finish this and we'll go everything at the end. Our heroes successfully recover the Falcon and link up with Rey before fleeing. Next page. With the information recovered from the Sith dagger, our crew travels to Endor. Kylo Ren awaits Rey in Palpatine's throne room on the Death Star wreckage. That is pretty sick, and there's multiple shots of the Death Star in the trailers, so this looks good. Naturally, Rey and Ren fight once again, obviously. But Rey taps into hate and anger to gain an upper hand on Kylo Ren and eventually defeats him. Wow. Possibly also destroying his lightsaber. Kylo and Rey fighting, I love it. I can't get enough of it. So I'm glad there'll be multiple fight scenes, man. But Kylo Ren sounds like he just got a beating. Rey leaves Kylo Ren for dead on the wreckage, takes the Emperor's Wayfinder device and leaves. Dark Rey happens here when Rey picks up Palpatine's Wayfinder and sees a vision of herself. So, I said in my Rey theory, I had 3 theories, and number 1, the most likely one, is that it's a vision. Whilst laying on the wreckage of the Death Star, Kylo Ren sees a vision of his father, Han Solo. I'm sorry, what? Han reveals to Kylo Ren that it's never too late to change, and once he leaves Endor, he leaves as Ben Solo. That line, I swear to you, that last little bit has given me goosebumps. Straight up. I want to see Kylo Ren redeem himself. I've wanted to see it for so long. Leaving Endor as Ben, that's fantastic, man. That's proper sick. My only little worry right now is, why is he seeing Han? Now, I get it, it's his father, blah, 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 but I would have preferred this if it was Anakin, if I'm being totally honest. The Han thing, for me, doesn't really make sense, because Jedi are supposed to have, like, ghost spirits, not just, like, regular people, so that doesn't sound accurate to me. I think we've got, like, 3 pages left, man. This video is going to be, like, an hour, so I'll try and be as quick as I can. Rey retreats to, oh my god, this is the Uktu. Uktu. Alright, I'm guessing that's Uktu, alright. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these planets. Rey retreats to Uktu to gather her thoughts. Rey almost killing Kylo Ren and seeing a possible future of herself has scared her deeply. It does that to her. Similar to how Luke felt after wanting to kill Ben Solo in his sleep, she fears that the path she's going down, like Luke, swears off the Jedi and exiles herself. That is pretty sick, man. JJ's trying his best to connect what he can to The Last Jedi, and I got nothing but love for that. Rey shuttles a ship she used to get there and throws the Skywalker lightsaber with it, but Luke Skywalker appears holding the lightsaber and gives Rey the resolve to do what's needed to be done. That is sick. Again, if that's real, that's proper sick. Luke encourages Rey to finally kill the Emperor as he failed to do 30 years ago and hands her Leia's lightsaber, which is also supposedly blue. Right, the Leia's lightsaber thing, I'm fine with that. I'm down with it. This little bit here, I don't like. Luke encourages Rey to finally kill the Emperor as he failed to do so 30 years ago. I mean, that was Anakin, man. Anakin done the job. So, Anakin, in my opinion, needs to be in this movie, man. Rey takes the lightsaber and Luke's advice, sends the coordinates of the Sith fleet to the Resistance and heads out. Luke appears to Leia on her deathbed, similar to Yoda's state in Return of the Jedi. Oh, man. Yo, that is going to bring some serious tears, man. No joke. Nothing bad has happened. It is just Leia's time, but Luke has one last lesson for her. I'm getting very emotional reading this. I'm getting mini goosebumps. If this part is real, that's fantastic. Rey reaches the Sith fleet in the unknown regions. The Resistance eventually make it there and the battle begins. Rey finds her way to the Emperor, who has been expecting her. I'm getting too excited with this now, but I'm not sorry. The Emperor confirms to Rey what Kylo Ren told her of her lineage. After his defeat by Darth Vader on the Death Star, Palpatine was shaken that he couldn't secure his hold on Vader or seduce Luke. Palpatine likens that family bond with that of his and Rey in hopes that bond will win over her. Rey watches the battle between the Resistance and the Sith fleet led by General Pride. This is now starting to sound a lot like Return of the Jedi, and you know JJ, man, he loves to throw it back to the originals, so yeah. The Resistance's goal is to take out the main ship, severing communications with the others, thus making navigating out of the unknown regions impossible. That is sick. That, if it's true, is sick. Ben Solo appears and joins forces with Rey, attacking the Emperor, with Rey and Ben sharing both Skywalker lightsabers. But eventually get overpowered and results in the death of Ben Solo. Again, if he dies, I'll be so happy. I know that sounds so wrong, but for his character arc, it's perfect. All hope is seemingly lost, but the ghosts of Luke Skywalker and Leia Organa appear and help Rey defeat Palpatine once and for all. The Sith fleet flagship is destroyed. I'm not sure how the ghost of Luke and Leia can help Rey defeat Emperor Palpatine, but if they manage to get that in there, that's pretty, yeah. You know I'm going to say it. It's pretty sick. Last page, and then let's have a chat. Our final scene takes place on Tatooine. Rey has put together both Anakin and Leia's lightsabers, creating a lightsaber that has a yellow/gold blade. Whew! Rey buries the leftover pieces of the lightsabers at the remains of Lars' homestead. That's cool. The final shot shows our heroes looking up at the sky as twin suns set. Right, so there's a lot of stuff to talk about, so I'll try and be quick. I know I don't want this video to be like hours upon hours, so here we go. Right, first of all, things I like. Ben Solo coming back, redeeming himself, dying at the end. I love that. And if they call him Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, I'll be too happy, man. I'm glad Knights of Ren are going to be in the film. I'm glad Luke Skywalker has like a big role again in this movie. From what it's saying, if it's true, it looks like they've handled Leia very, very well. Just like JJ promised he would. I love the fleet with the Death Star tech. I love the unknown regions of space. And the whole, like, take out the mothership. It blocks out communications and they're stuck there forever. I love that. Multiple fights between Rey and Kylo Ren. I can't get enough of that. I'm also loving how Rey is connected to Palpatine. That's sick, man. That's proper sick. Now, some things I don't like or am very worried about. I'm not sure about how Palpatine is going to be in the flesh, man. If he's in the flesh and he's a real person, he's not a spirit, he's not a holocron, he's not a bloody recorded device, they better explain that in a good way, because that could flop the whole film. He exploded and then the Death Star exploded, so it needs to be explained big time. And this whole Han Solo showing himself to Ben, I'm really worried about that. Now, I shouldn't be too worried because this might not even be legit. And like I said, I've heard so many stories about Last Jedi before it came out, so... But if it is real, that should be Anakin. He can come as a Force ghost. He can say to Kylo Ren, look, the Emperor, a long time ago, manipulated me. I became something I wasn't meant to be. You're heading down that path, but look, you can come back just as I did. So that's what I want to see, man. That's why I think Anakin needs to be in the movie. So I don't know how they're going to do it with Han Solo, man, so... It needs to be explained very well. This whole Wayfinder and Sith Dagger, C-3PO, everyone going all over the place. This film needs to be 3 hours, man. It's the only way, man. It needs to be like similar runtime to Avengers Endgame. It's sounding like it's got a lot of things to explain. New plot points, plot devices, and it needs to wrap everything up at the end. That doesn't feel forced. Doesn't feel stupid. It needs to be a 3-hour epic. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for sending me this alleged plot leak. I'm going to keep it real with you guys, right? If that's the plot leak and it's genuinely 100%, every little piece of information that's going to be in the movie, that's it. I'm pretty happy, man. I'm pretty happy because that sounds like something that's pretty sick, man. And I know I am like totally fanboying over J.J. Abrams, but he knows what he's doing, man. He knows what he's doing. If someone gives him that, he'll make it wicked, man. So, yeah. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, before I cut this video off, I just want to say massive, massive love to every single person watching this video. If you've stuck around to the end, I love you. And before I go, what do you think of the plot leak? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, thanks for watching, guys, and remember, you will subscribe.